you struggle with speech and you can never find the right words and you pause a lot and you're just always at a loss because you can't turn your thoughts into words fast enough, of course there's things you can do. When I meet people, they don't always notice that I have a language processing issue. And that's because I've built coping skills over the years that help me to just have more normal speech patterns. One of those things is that I ask a lot of questions. If I'm always asking you a question, that gives me time to pause while you're answering. And I was a professor for over a decade, so someone that has a hard time with speech being a professor doesn't seem like it would make sense. But the goal of every great teacher is for their students to learn, not to give great speeches. So instead of giving a speech about why ancient artifacts are found in really dry places and places that are protected from the weather, I ask those questions. Why do you think that we find old artifacts in deserts? Sometimes if I would ask my students the right questions and really get them thinking critically about it, they would teach themselves. It's amazing how effective asking the right leading questions can be. As far as conversations go, I need it to go back and forth. I always try to limit the amount that I'm talking at a time to 1 or 2 sentences before I ask them a question to get them talking about whatever they want to talk about. And when I do find myself in a scenario where I need to present a lot of information, where if I'm doing a workshop or if I'm doing an elevator speech of some kind, I sometimes lose the sentence. I sometimes lose the paragraph. I sometimes get part of the idea out and then forget what I was saying and just it's all gone. So I'll often follow up with, did that make sense? Was that clear? Do I need to say more? And I've also just gotten more comfortable with saying, I have a language processing disorder, or I have a central auditory processing disorder. I can't make words right now. More often I'll say, I can't understand words right now because my brain is not interpreting them. Sometimes it's just better to let people know that your listening brain is broken than to make them repeat something over and over and over again and still not understand what they said.